then I spent about 2 years there, and then after Florida State College, I went to the University of North Florida, and I spent about 4 years there. So I just kind of went at my own pace, because engineering school is very hard, and they try to bombard you with a lot of classes, but you know, you just gotta take your own time and make sure you do well. Who was next? You. What's your name?
Ariana.
Ariana? What's your question?
Have you ever been to a rocket ship?
Been to one? I have actually. Well, they've got the Space Shuttle Atlantis. I've been to that one. I have been around the Artemis space hardware. I've actually seen and been close to the upper stage portion of the rocket, and they have the solid rocket boosters. They're actually stacking those inside the DAD right now. So I've been probably about from here to where Mrs. Goodman is, about that close to the solid rocket booster. So.
How did it feel like when you were going into space?
Going into space? I have not been into space. I wish, but I think they have the shuttle experience.
The simulator.
Are you guys still going to the Space Center?
They canceled our field trips, which is, God, I'm so glad you're here. At least we get a little taste of NASA.
Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, they have a little space shuttle experience in the Space Center, and you can kind of ride it, and it actually kind of simulates the whole launch experience of being a space shuttle. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty intense. You can feel the G's pull.
Yes, ma'am. What's your question?
How old were you when you wanted to go to space?
What was that?
How old were you when you wanted to go to NASA?
It's kind of strange because, I mean, I kind of always liked space, even like, you know, when I was like around, you know, 5th or 6th grade. But I can remember one defining moment was when I was in 8th grade and I was taking algebra. And this is the defining moment when I decided to be an engineer, what I do now. My algebra teacher, she noticed I was like pretty good at math. And she said, have you ever thought about becoming an engineer? Her name was Mrs. Franklin, by the way. You probably don't know her, but I'll never forget her. But yeah, she asked me one day, like, have you ever thought about being an engineer? And I was like, no, what was that? What's that? What do they do? So, well, they build and design a lot of cool things, and they do a lot of math. And so I was like, math? Sign me up. I just love math. So from that moment on, I decided to be an engineer. So all throughout high school, all throughout college, that was my only focus, was becoming an engineer. So that was like my defining moment. But how I got the job at the Space Center was kind of like a series of lucky events, so to speak. I had a couple friends that already went out and got a job at the Space Center. And when I had graduated, I was still trying to find my first engineering job. And I worked at Johnson & Johnson as a quality control technician, which is not quite an engineer, but still around some of the hardware and the machines that manufacture the contact lenses. And I was putting out a lot of applications, and when the company had called me, I was like, which job is this for? So I didn't find out till like I think around the day of the interview that I would actually be a liquid oxygen engineer. But I had to ask the managers, I'm like, which job or which position is this for? So, but yeah, that's